take a look at these checkout counters. Do you see any problem?
Every minute, almost 1 million plastic bags are consumed globally. Well over 500 billion plastic bags are annually consumed worldwide, of which the most 3% ends up getting recycled. Where do the rest go?
Okay, they collect from the houses. They will send it to the transfer station in Jinjiang also. Just next to the landfill, you can see there's a big building.
Oh, is that when the trucks go in?
Yes, it's like a factory building, something like that. If you can see it from the highway, that is what we call the transfer station. So from there, they will put it into a bigger container and bring landfill to somewhere.
So then they just leave it at the dump site.
They just put it at the dump site and then they just cover it with soil.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah.
Then you will just let it
Let it
break down.
Yeah.
So like when the plastic bags, they will not degrade the plastic bags.
It depends on the plastic bags. It's all mixed together.
But in general, the most plastic bags that people use outside are all non-degradable.
Yeah.
So then how?
They use it to the tar to put inside the garbage, isn't it? Put it and then just.
So then what will happen after that?
What will happen if it is a non-biodegradable plastic bag? It will stay like that for like 100 years, 200 years. You just still like that. Forever.
Adakah cik guna banyak plastik bag?
Boleh lah, banyak juga.
Banyak.
Tak sangat. Satu hari kan abang pakai banyak plastic bag?
Anggaran dalam 150 macam tu lah.
Take a quick look around and you'll see plastic bags after plastic bags after plastic bags passing you by. Once they are done being used, many end up being just thrown away.
Like currently, right? Are you guys like facing any problem in terms of like running out of space to bury these non-degradable plastic bags?
That's why the KL landfill is now closed because the space is just too full already. Just
That mount, there's a mountain
there's
there.
a mount, yeah. So
That is inside there is all the.
There used to be a mining pond about
Okay.
100 meters the depth.
Uh-huh.
100 meters. Now it's like a hill about 150 meters.
Wow.
So altogether it's like 100 plus 150.
It's like 250 meters. It's like a 6-7 story building. It's about that.
Several landfills in Selangor State have become increasingly overfilled. Earlier this year, the Taman Beringin landfill in Jinjiang was closed due to lack of space. The remaining Ayer Itam landfill is also overfilled.
Several other landfills such as Kundang and Sungai Kembong were also closed early April this year due to the leakage of landfill waste toxics known as leachate.
If it is not properly treated, the leachate water that I mentioned just now will just pollute the
But how do you all? You mean there's a way to like make sure all the water goes through a certain thing?
There's supposed to be like a piping line inside because once the water drip inside, the water from the process, there will be a piping. So the water will go into that piping and into the treatment pond.
So, but all Alam Farah, they will have the thing, is it?
No, for in KL we don't do that.
Then how? Then what does the water go?
It's just a simple pond. It's just a simple one because it's actually being previously being developed by DBKL. So there's nothing much that you can do. You can't dig it all the way back to to install that.
As space is limited, the continuous consumption of plastic bags will spell trouble in the future when we run out of space to bury them, since the common plastic bag takes hundreds of years to degrade and break down. Thankfully, a new breed of plastic bags known as degradable, biodegradable or oxo-biodegradable has been introduced since a few years back. Do you know the difference between a degradable bag and a non-degradable bag?
Pun tidak.
Tak tahu lah. Tengok dia punya ni lah. timber.
Non-degradable is that, like I told you before, example, plastic bags is the best example. Because when you dump it, it will stay there forever, just like what you see. But for the biodegradable, after sometimes, let's say a month or two, it will slowly decompose.
By a month or two, it will already.
Yes, it will really decompose back to the soil.
So currently, you guys are getting more non-degradable plastic bags, right?
Yes. But I think that now, like Carrefour, Jasco, and I think a few other hypermarkets are now slowly producing the biodegradable plastic bags for the consumers. So I think this is
But it's more expensive, right?
this is actually more expensive.
Oh.
That is why most of the they doesn't want to
Okay.
it's a big cost.
Even though degradable bags have been around for some time now, a large majority of plastic bags in circulation are still not degradable. They continue to place unnecessary burden on our diminishing landfills, polluting the land and water, and if incinerated, polluting the air as well.
If you look it from the environmental aspect, I think by now, but maybe the younger generations know this better than the older ones through readings and things like that. But it might take time for us to change the attitude from what we're having right now to a new one. So even that this takes time, we will slowly, we'll try to make it to the whole generation that we can slowly change this attitude for the environment. Because you can see there's pollution everywhere. Money is not going to pay for that. It's just too costly to reverse this all back.
Action needs to be taken to ensure that people start changing their attitudes towards usage of plastic bags. We take things for granted, and if we don't change our ways, we may never see greenery again.
In this life